In February of 2005, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos announced the introduction of Amazon Prime, a bold bet that would change the future of the company forever. It may be hard to remember a time before the company was as big as it is today, but back then, Amazon was a very different business. At the time, Amazon was still mostly selling books and DVDs, and they were much smaller. When Prime launched, the company was valued at under $20 billion total, and was struggling compared to some other larger and more successful competitors at the time, like eBay. But the introduction of Amazon Prime would help change the company's fortunes permanently, and helped catapult Amazon's market valuation to over $1.8 trillion today, and paved the way for it to become the most successful e-commerce company of all time. Perhaps the most interesting part of the story, though, is that Amazon Prime wasn't Jeff Bezos' idea at all. The idea for Amazon Prime actually came from an Amazon engineer named Charlie Ward, who originally submitted his idea to a digital employee suggestion box. You see, Amazon had already been starting to experiment with free shipping at the time. The company had been offering free shipping to customers who spent at least $25 on their order and were willing to wait 8 to 10 business days for their shipment to arrive. A far cry from anything close to free 2-day shipping. But Charlie thought that people might be willing to pay more for a subscription that offered the convenience of free shipping on every single order, no matter the transaction size. As an engineer who was programming the checkout experience at Amazon, Charlie had actually come up with the idea because he was annoyed by the inconvenience of having to refill his information and settings with every order, and the complexities that were involved with Amazon's existing shipping policies. It could be pretty clunky, and it was not a streamlined checkout experience for repeat customers, which frustrated Charlie. So out of this personal frustration, he came up with the idea of a subscription service that would bypass shipping charges completely for a flat subscription fee each year. So he typed up a quick overview of his idea and submitted it to an employee suggestion box. When Jeff Bezos saw Charlie's idea in the suggestion box, he pounced on it and began to have a group of the company's leaders create a proposal immediately. While Charlie's idea had originally centered around free shipping, it was during this brainstorming stage that Bezos also suggested the idea of incorporating faster shipping into the subscription. Eventually, the company landed on the idea of a program that offered free 2-day shipping and half-price 1-day shipping for a $79 yearly membership fee. With the idea for Amazon Prime solidified, work began immediately on the top secret project, which was codenamed Futurama internally. Bezos tasked the company with being ready to launch Prime on the day of the company's Q4 earnings call, which was just 4 weeks away. When Charlie Ward and the rest of the engineering team at Amazon told Jeff Bezos that it would be impossible to build the necessary functionality in just 4 weeks, Bezos made a deal with them. He said that they would split the difference and he would reschedule and push back the company's earnings call, but the team had to figure out how to finish the project by then. This gave Amazon's engineering team just 6 weeks total to work on and complete the secret Futurama project, which would become known as Amazon Prime. During this time, the Futurama team was given permission to take employees from any division in the company to work on the secret project, as it became the #1 priority. When this would happen, the Futurama team would leave the division that they poached workers from with t-shirts that simply read, "Futurama, shipping in 6 weeks or less, guaranteed." While the staff had to crunch in order to meet the deadline, the Futurama team was able to successfully build Amazon Prime in time to announce the day of the company's earnings call, and the rest is history. While Amazon Prime has become a massive success now, at the time it was far from a sure bet. Many people, both inside and outside of the company, questioned the direction of the business and whether the move made sense. Wall Street analysts at the time had concerns over the massive increase in expenses that would be associated with Amazon Prime, and feared that the service would give Amazon unsustainable shipping costs that they would consistently be footing the bill for and losing money on. Even some of the senior leadership within Amazon thought that it was a bad direction for the company to go in. One engineer who was working on the Futurama project was even worried that it could potentially bankrupt the company, and sent an email to senior leadership expressing his concerns. The company built Amazon Prime in a very short period of time. They weren't going off of any in-depth business studies or financial analysis to justify the program. It was a program that was built purely on an idea and the instinct and the belief that it would work. But because of all of the question marks surrounding the new business strategy, few people outside of Jeff Bezos himself envisioned Amazon Prime evolving into the success it is today. Despite all of the uncertainty and skepticism, Bezos pushed forward with the launch of Amazon Prime and said at the time that, quote, "We expect Amazon Prime to be expensive for Amazon.com in the short term. In the long term, we hope to earn even more of your business, which will make it good for us too." End quote. While it was an incredibly risky move, Jeff Bezos' big bet ended up paying off because Amazon Prime ended up fundamentally changing consumer behavior and how people approached online shopping. When people subscribed to Prime for the free shipping, the company found that they began to shop on Amazon more frequently to get value out of the free shipping and subscription that they were already paying for. A 2015 study by Consumer Intelligence Research Partners found that Amazon Prime members spent about $1,500 a year on Amazon on average, compared to just $625 a year for non-Prime members. This change in consumer behavior made Amazon the default shopping option for Prime subscribers and changed the future of Amazon forever. As Jeff Bezos described it in the press release when Prime launched, quote, "Amazon Prime is all-you-can-eat express shipping. Though expensive for the company in the short term, it's a significant benefit and more convenient for customers. With Amazon Prime, there's no minimum purchase to think about and no consolidating orders. 2-day shipping becomes an everyday experience rather than an occasional indulgence." The power of Amazon Prime was that it normalized free and fast shipping for a whole generation of shoppers and made buying things online extremely convenient. This made Prime subscribers much more likely to purchase things on Amazon and made the company a household name. This customer-centric focus and strategy was incredibly expensive for the company, but it paid off in the long term. Today, Amazon Prime now boasts over 200 million members worldwide and brings in tens of billions of dollars in subscription revenue alone every year, in addition to the massive amounts of purchases Prime subscribers make. The company over time has even upgraded its Prime offering to include things like free video streaming, music, and more to make it even more enticing. The success of Amazon Prime goes to show that sometimes the most successful ideas in business can be the most unconventional and defy traditional business wisdom. And all of the success of Amazon Prime began with an employee idea submitted in a digital suggestion box. But be sure to let me know your thoughts on the origins of Amazon Prime in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe to the channel for more finance and business content. Thanks.